Oh, hello, hello. Give me 1 second. I think I did some things a little out of order here. All right. Believe I am ready to pick up again. Believe we left off. I just fought Heinrich. Henrik. Yeah. So this is Eileen. She's a hunter of hunters, so her job is to hunt other hunters who have gone rogue. And hunters are people who have imbibed the hunter's blood to be able to go to the hunter's dream, which is like the main hub world that you go to. So when they betray other hunters in the shop, it's her job to put them down. So at first, Gascoigne attacks the player character, and you end up killing him, which normally would be Eileen's job. And you come back, and Heinrich here is we'll see from his lore. Used to be Gascoigne's partner. Gascoigne being the first like hunter boss you fight. All right. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, see, so Henrik or yeah, his gear shows up. Hunter's hat worn by Henrik, or the old hunter. The taciturn old hunter Henrik was once partners with Father Gascoigne, and though they were a fierce and gallant duo, their partnership led to Heinrich's tragically long life. Heinrich's unique yellow garb is resistant to bolt and will be a great help to any hunter who has inherited the onus of the hunt. And you can see all the gear is basically the same. I don't need that right now. I'll wait to gain more insight. Pardon me. Gotta remember to repair the weapons. Alright. Should be in pretty good shape to
Very well, let me stand.
continue the game. Oh, I know what to do about this. Oops.
Farewell, may you find your worth in the way.
Oops.
Welcome home. What is it you desire? Very well, let me stand close.
Um. Yeah, it should be good. Let's see. Alright, sorry. Alright.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Gotcha, gotcha. Will do. I'll put it on my bucket list. Yeah, Tomb of Odin. This next area has a pretty long run back, so... Hey, how's it going? Got people in the chat. This is not where I wanted to go. Sorry, Megan, I'd reply back in the chat, but I've already been standing around most of the stream. Oops. Glad to see you here, though. Yeah, I'm just trying to get ready for the next area here, and I went to the wrong area to go there. Oh, this guy's here. This is Mr. Opposite.
Ah, you. The swindling offcomer.
Oh, that's me.
Did you really think that'd work? There's no fooling me. Now, off with you. You heard me. Go away. I can't stand the stench of your lying breath. I'll spare you one nugget of advice.
Yeah.
Beware the lady of the night. I can see it in her eyes. She deeply resents the young saint. She hears people whisper. She knows what people think of her. Yes. She despises the saint for having what she doesn't. Bloody wench, they should have moved her on ages ago. I'll spare you one nugget of advice.
Oh, another one nugget of advice, huh?
There the beggar sits at the bottom of the bloody food chain, and then he's here acting like he owns the place. He's not to be trusted. What's he want with all those people anyway? That little weasel has a murky past, I'm telling you.
So this guy, like, infamously just says the opposite of whatever's
Give it a rest,
most
please.
likely true.
I've no time for your petty lies. And what? Just go away now. I can't stand the stench of your lying breath.
So, yeah, just one nugget, and then every time a new person comes in, it's another just one nugget. Sorry, I'm taking a second to try to make the chat more visible. That did not work. More visible for me, anyway. Just happened. Sorry, stand by for technical difficulties, I guess. Okay, hold on. Well, I could see the YouTube chat, and now I cannot. So... forgive me while I try to figure that out. Oh, you know what? I think I could just do it on OBS. Let me see. Maybe, please? Yeah, that does not help. Alright, I'll have to mess with that later. I did, that chat disappear? I wonder if it's an ad blocker thing, for Pete's sake. If this keeps up, I'm going to lose my thousands of viewers. I'm back. Oops. Almost. Okay. Alright. Back to business. And straight into it. I'm just gonna run up and start doing stuff. Oh, just a little info. This thing here is you can summon. Oops, I guess I did it anyway. I was gonna say you can summon NPCs or like other players if you see those online, and then it'll summon another hunter to come help you. And you can summon Gascoigne actually to help you fight somebody before you fight him as a boss, and potentially Henrik too. Henrik. Was old hunter Henriette? Yeah. Oh. I am overpowered. Kind of. Oop, missed. He's down. Hey, take him this way. Came down here in the last stream, but there's some stuff further down that I didn't get, but I'm not sure if I need it. Let's just do this anyway. Ah, I thought I heard that. Not something I needed, but still interesting. Wow, that sucks. Oh, fun. I hear something. Sounds like somebody trying to get to me. Oh, it's you. Well, you were super helpful back there, buddy. I was like, what sounds like an NPC running? What's an NPC running? I got a feeling somebody's watching me. Okay, not interested in you right now. Yeah. No. Oops. Yeah. Nailed it. Alright, I'll be having that. Wrong button. Do you mind? Serpentine. Oops. That's a dead end. Oh, too early. Oh, no good. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, I can come back. Oh yeah, by the way, what happened to my my backup? It's gone. I'm pretty sure they're just you're supposed to be able to summon them to fight the boss up these stairs that I'm not fighting yet, and they get really confused if you go anywhere else. Because sometimes NPCs don't have the best pathing in video games, especially from software. Come on. Yay. Always fighting the secret enemy in Bloodborne, the camera. Oops. Oh, where'd that dog come from? And I swear those guys are resistant to my fire damage. Oh, that was too much. Oh, that was too much. Alright, we're gonna play a game called I Don't Have to Fight You. Leave and let live. That just looks lovely on the PC. I don't think it's translating the same to stream, but because I think I'd have it in 720 just so it doesn't totally bog down my gameplay, but yeah, that's neato looking to me. Alright. Carrying on. Oh, I think that's the workshop tree. It is. Okay, so on the last stream I showed this. Oh man, I never noticed that before. Oops. Down here, this is the, so most of the game, like all the combat takes place in what they call the waking world. And, the waking world is basically, it's not quite like the real world, it's like you're waking up from a dream, which is like, kind of like a lucid dream. And then the Hunter's Dream, the hub world that you go to, is a dream version of this workshop down here that I went to earlier, and there's even like an inanimate version of the doll down there that you can kind of check out but doesn't really do anything. And then like, yeah, you can look and you can see the astral clock tower up here, which in one of my streams I speculated if it was the actual astral clock tower. Not that one, that's a regular clock tower. This one. Which is loosely based on another astral clock tower, or okay, so and this is called the astral clock tower, but it's based on an astrological clock tower that tracks the zodiac instead of or not necessarily the zodiac, but you know, like planetary movement instead of. I can't see it from here, so I'm not gonna run around, but it's basically straight above me. It'll show up again eventually. It always does. But yeah, so there's an astrological or astronomical clock tower. I'm not sure which exactly. It does have zodiac signs on it, but it tracks planetary movement. And it's a really big, like, European monument. I forget where exactly. Probably Italy. But in this, it's the Astral Clock Tower. Nice, I didn't know that was there. And, yeah, it's significant to stuff in the game. For reasons. Yeah, I actually learned how to identify the location of the Hunter's Workshop in the Waking World through the tree in the background on the right there. Oops. That big tree there, I started being able to recognize it from a distance, and like you can definitely see how a lot of areas on the map start like interconnecting. Alright, where'd that guy go? No. Okay, get him. There we go. Alright. Now that the sharpshooters are down. It's not just a good eye, it's way too much time playing these games. Oops. Oh, that did not go so well. Neither did that. Come on, I just want to parry you. I'll take it. Oops. I'm gonna top off my health just to save. This is the Church of the Amygdala, which, and the Japanese version is called an almond, but is very much based on the human amygdala and also arachnophobia. Trigger warning. I don't think right now, but, yeah, they're big spidery dudes. There's a statue of one I can show you. Oh, I don't know if I want to stand there. Okay, yeah, it's here. If I go here, whoop. And you need a lot of insight to know what the heck that is. Let's see if I got any. I don't think 16's enough, but screw it. And maybe if we reset the area, probably not though. Nope, no amygdala. I thought I'd check you out, bro. Okay, that's messed up. That's not how this works. Okay, I'm going back inside. Usually when you exit out of the game, the enemies stay dead. It might have been because I was technically in another area. There we are. Alright, since I gotta go back anyway, might as well take a field trip to Yarhar Ghul, where I was before, to show off the amygdala statue since I stood right next to it and didn't show it on stream. Now it's up here. Yeah. Is that old? Okay, the old workshop. Oh, I can show that off too. Oh, speaking of which, the small hair ornament is what you get at the workshop. Okay, so this is a statue of amygdala. Usually they have a lot more arms. You walk by these things in certain areas and you just don't see them until your insight is like 50 or higher, I think. And then, yeah, they're bigger. They're a lot bigger than that too. That's a small one. And they just pick you up and smush you. But if you don't know what you're seeing, it's just you get smushed by a vortex. Okay, this is actually relevant too. So she stops by at this gravestone here, which is the gravestone of well, supposedly it's that. I don't know if anybody's actually buried here, but it's the headstone for Garriman's former student, and you yeah, he has an ability called the Quickening, and yeah, just to kind of I guess this is a bit of a lore through. So yeah, this is a hunter's dream. There's that tree I was talking about. I don't know if you can get a much better look at it from here, maybe. Boom, there you go. I mentioned another string too. Real life Earth Moon. And yeah. Go to the abandoned old workshop. So in the waking world, which as I'm assuming is more like the real world, there's the church workshop, which is up at the top of Owaden Tower. So there's the doll. Get the hair ornament in there. Come out here, there's... yeah, it's pretty different. But that's where, up there is where I was just looking from before. Wherever I fought the two NPCs last time. And then, yeah, there's the tree I would keep pointing out in the background right there. You can see it in a bunch of different places. And then there's like a weird laughing over here that... I believe it's coming from this tree right here. But it's really hard to tell. And then the bathhouse messengers, like the merchants, or the bath messengers, they usually appear in stumps with these, like, little orange mushrooms on them. And this is, like, one of the only ones I know of that has those mushrooms, but none of those, messengers, and they usually appear right here. Yeah, and right here is where you find this bone, which I'm already kind of hinting at it, so I might as well explain it. So, I mentioned before in the Japanese version, it says, it is said that he was an apprentice to old Gehrman, a practitioner of the art of quickening, a technique particular to the first hunters. So in Japan, when you don't know somebody's gender, instead of saying they, you just say he. So in a mistranslation, they just said he, and it's actually believed that this is the bone of Lady Maria, because she's the head apprentice of Gehrman, and they don't really mention any other ones, and she can also use that ability. And the doll keeps on coming over and checking out the grave here, for like no real explained reason. And the doll, spoiler alert, is modeled after Lady Maria, because she was built by Gehrman, who's a weirdo, to say the least. Yeah, so here's the workshop. See if I can remember how to get back. But yeah, yeah, that's Odin Tower, which I just now also realized is, a hexagon shape. I'll have to confirm that. I don't know how many sides that is. It looks like 6. So that's interesting. And it's not Odin. It's spelled different than Odin in Japanese. It's different Japanese characters, I believe. It's, Oedon, so O-E-D-O-N instead of O-D-I-N. But that it's weird because of, there is a statue at the tomb of Oedon that has, a tall guy with a beard and one eye. So, you know, do the math. And there's an interesting thing about Odin, I forget what it's called exactly, Tome of Odin, is it's not actually Odin's tomb, it's, like, named after him. So everything in the area is of Odin. And from what I understand, he didn't die, he just kind of, something happened to him and people stopped being able to perceive him. There's the statue with the one eye. It's kind of hard to see from here, but people have gotten free cam to go see closer. Yeah, and then let's come this way. This goes through the sewer system here into Odin Chapel. I'm convinced this specific room is based on Berserk, but that's, I'll save that for later, if you've ever read Berserk. Go through this little study. And then into Odin's Chapel and the Cathedral Ward, which this guy here also always comments on the NPCs you bring in.
Well, at that. Another one you sent made it here safe and sound. This place is a haven now for so many. Thanks to you. I'm overjoyed, really, that you'd even give me the time of day. I don't suppose there's anybody out there worth saving anymore, but you did all you could. And so many owe you so much. Amazing, really. Not because you're a hunter, but because you're you.
This guy really is just like the nicest guy. Like, no joke, no.
Makes me think Once the
Tricks,
door
he's just like
breaks, maybe
sincerely.
I can just, you know, start over. Makes it easier to bear all of this, you see. You've made life easier. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you please, kind hunter, when the night of the hunt passes, suppose we could be friends? Maybe? Now, I know I hardly deserve it, but, well, I had to just ask, you know. Out
Oh,
of
dude.
line. Yes, perhaps so. But, well, give it a thought. If you wouldn't mind, of course.
Alright, weirdo.
Once the night of the hunt, give it a...
Surprised he doesn't comment on where people. Yeah, so this is Oedon Chapel, which is kind of interesting because of, somebody has pointed out in videos that it does a lot of Japanese culture dives, and like, he's pretty much the main like the person that goes through all the, like, data files and, like, looks for translation errors and stuff like that. And he talks about how in a lot of Shinto Japanese temples, they are filled with the thing that, like, you are worshiping. Like, if it's a temple to Jesus, there's going to be crucifix everywhere. And so it's kind of interesting. There's one of the things is there's, in a lot of the churches dedicated to Oedon, there's these empty pots. There's nothing in them, not dust or anything like that, and they're like fun to roll through and stuff. And like yeah, I can't remember how to get there. Actually, I think it's over this way. But there is a balcony you can get up to, and you get a costume for, yep, bathhouse messengers, or the bath messengers. I keep calling bathhouse messengers. The little sprite guys that you buy items from. You can dress them in outfits, and here you get Formless Oedon and urns for the little white guys. Little costume for them. So there's basically, long story long, my personal theory that I think a lot of people kind of agree with is like Oedon is kind of like the aspect of vessels, or like change, or just yeah. But he's like completely formless now, whatever happened to him, so like you can't perceive him. Oh, that sucks. I forget these guys are so powerful. Now there's gonna be an extra butthead. I really didn't need to fight this guy. I'm kind of disappointed with myself. Yep. And that's what happened. I think what happened was Oedon was like, well, first I think he was a Thumerian, which is like the tall Promethean alien looking dudes. And then they were like at war for a long time, and like some of them like hyper evolved into like Lovecraftian creatures, and then like ascended to another dimension. And then among them, the most, like, advanced was Oedon, who I think became the aspect of vessels, and because of he was able to, like, transfer his being from vessel to vessel, was eventually, like, evolved to become, like, the aspect of change itself. If that makes any sense. And then what you have of him are all these empty vessels that are like vestiges. Which is like, sounds crazy as shit, but then like that's also like kind of what like Kabbalah and Yetzir's Sephirah is like, because of a lot of demonic stuff is like supposed to be husks of God that kind of like don't quite fit into reality. It's complicated. Oh, and then also those husks are represented by vessels in different, like, Jewish mysticism cultures. I don't know why I'm going this way. This is, like, the longest way to get to where I'm going. And I missed my crap. We're just gonna sneak around and not fight anybody. Alright, give me my blood echoes. Go back this way. Ignore the crow that sounds like a dog. Oh, I don't like that. This lantern is crazy. So these guys, they have these lanterns that, they're normal at first, and then they grow eyes and shoot those orbs at you. Oops. So yeah, to explain these, the difference between the priests in the Cathedral Ward and the Beastmen in Yharnam, and like why they look so different, is they've actually imbibed kin blood, I think. But they, basically what causes you to change is when you imbibe blood from the Thumerian chalice, or sorry, the Thumerian dungeons. Or the chalice dungeons, which are like a giant labyrinth where the Thumerian culture lived, or lives, or something, or exists. They're like in a state of like constant zombie warfare and like undeath, so it's like no matter how much you kill them, they always like reincarnate back to get killed again in like infinite combat or something, which is like a recurring theme in this game. And how they explain like how you're able to keep coming back is you're actually cursed to eternal, like, death. So you're cursed to keep dying, basically. And they kind of sell it to you as like a neat trick, but yeah, as it explains in the DLC takes place in the Hunter's Nightmare, which is like the main hunter, Garamond, did something really not okay, and now everybody who imbibes the hunter's blood, which you did at the beginning of the game, are cursed. They're cursed to eventually end up in the hunter's dream. Sorry, in the hunter's nightmare, where they just die. They go crazy, killing each other forever. It's like a Buddhist hell. And also, it's a Lovecraftian fishing hamlet based on Shadow over Innsmouth and Dagon, if you're familiar with Lovecraft lore. Oh, I forgot that happens. Those, like, crazy Nero's Cross looking things, which are like... that's a whole topic. They inflict madness, which is like pretty much instant death if it maxes out. It's a lot like Bleed in Elden Ring, but it does a lot more damage. Oh, I don't want to be here. The reward. Just to give a quick recap of the people I saved. So you get here and this guy's like, hey, this place is safe. I'm burning a ton of incense that keeps beasts away, which is true. Like every implication, this guy's like creepy, but every implication is he's just the nicest guy, and there's like really no consequences for bringing people here. Some of them, if you talk to them and interact with them too much, they do meet pretty tragic ends. This guy over here, like I said, he's Mr. Opposite, and he talks about the prostitute lady over here. He says she's really jealous of this lady's noble blood, but really she's the jealous one. And if you keep getting her blood, I think it's fine. But if you get blood from both of them, then the priest lady gets jealous and kills the other one. So he's definitely tells the opposite, and he's like also says that the old man over here is like a creep and you shouldn't trust him, and like people have completely data mined the game and he doesn't do anything wrong like ever. So you know, and you have to tell him to go to the whatever place you tell him to go hide, he goes to the opposite place. So that's Mr. Opposite. This is the old lady who you save from dogs. She's addicted to antidote, which actually has beast blood in it, and it's like specifically meant to like make people more sick, even though it gets rid of the cough that's caused by the beast blood. It kind of infects you more, which also makes the cough worse. So people are like, oh, I need to take the antidote, and gives you temporary relief. You're immune to it because you already took the hunter blood, so you're already screwed. Become a squid. Spoilers. And then yeah, so she gets addicted to antidotes and eventually stops trusting you. Or you can kind of gain her trust and then bring her antidotes, and then she starts making antidotes for you, and then she comes out here and dies. And then, yeah, this lady, I'll do her plot later, but she might get impregnated by Oedon. I think that's what happens. Or, like, he tries. Yeah, no comment. But since I'm kind of just sightseeing, I might as well go up here, and so that's Odin's chapel. Oh, I didn't want to do that. So this is the other side of Odin's tower, and I got shot. It's good, it's alright. We don't mind. So I should be able to go around to the other side of this and see that tree. There it is. And down there somewhere is the Hunter's Workshop. Oh, no way. I just noticed something. Alright, where's the tree? Okay, there's the tree. I cannot see anything, but that would mean that the Hunter's Workshop is... I think that's the Hunter's Workshop right there. But if that's the Hunter's Workshop, then... I think this... There's a scene... Or, so, okay, so like the end boss fight, kind of, or the end of the game is in this field in the hunter's dream, and I think the field is actually where this tower would be in the hunter's dream. I'll have to double check that, but yeah. And then you can jump down that tower to get to the old workshop. And at the top is where the new church workshop is, where Ludwig made the blades of the church, which is, I'm actually carrying Ludwig's holy blade? Yeah. Ludwig's holy blade, a trick weapon typically used by healing church hunters. It is said that the silver sword was employed by Ludwig, the first hunter of the church. When transformed, it combines the sheath to form a great sword. The healing church workshop began with Ludwig and departed from old Gehrman's techniques to provide hunters with means of hunting more terrifying beasts and perhaps things still worse. So the whole thing with Gehrman that it doesn't mention here, or like really until later, is he employs a lot of like gardening tools. It kind of doesn't explain exactly his backstory, but you can kind of piece together that he might have been a spearsman, or like a knight that used pole arms for Canehurst, which is another kingdom outside of Yharnam. So most of the game takes place in Yharnam. Oh, what was I looking at? I need to check out the hunter's badge. Yeah. Ludwig was the first of many healing church hunters to come, and many of whom were clerics. As it were, clerics transformed into the most hideous beasts. Then Radiant Sword Hunter Badge. One of the badges crafted by the healing church. These hunters, known as the Holy Blades, are what remains of an ancient line of heroes that date back to the very early age of honor and chivalry. Alright, I'm not going to get into the lore of every item, but yeah, just kind of highlighting Ludwig because of he kind of took what Gehrman did for fun, kind of, and like turned it into like Knights of the Church. So all this blood that's making people mutate comes from this this old college called Byrgenwerth, which is loosely based on a Lovecraft fictional college in Lovecraft mythology called Miskatonic that's always going on these crazy expeditions. So, Miskatonic, they kind of set up shop next to these like old archaeological ruins. Or sorry, Byrgenwerth sets up shop next to these archaeological ruins, and they start to kind of explore them, and they're like way deeper than anything anybody else has discovered, kind of like in known history. No, okay. Oh, that was stupid. What was that? Maybe I do need Henriette. So yeah, Byrgenwerth discovers these really deep caves in this archaeological site. And they find all these dead knights who have been like slaughtered by these crazy like undead alien creatures. And oddly enough, their gardener, groundskeeper / bodyguard guy goes there with him with his gardening sickle for some reason or something like that. I'm not sure the exact explanation, but for whatever reason he goes down there with them, and because he doesn't have any heavy armor and just like a sharp blade, and he was previously probably like a Queen's Guard or something, it doesn't quite explain. He kills all these crazy creatures, and he's the first person to be able to go in these ancient labyrinths since like ever, since the people in them like became what they were. So that allowed the college to kind of explore these ruins. Hello, mister. Yeah, so Beerworth explores these rooms, which are the Sumerian crypts, dungeons. Sorry, my brain's starting to get a little bit tired on me, so some words are not quite, especially the obscure terminology in this game and everything. Yeah, basically they discover these creatures and this like this blood from like different beings that like don't exist on this plane anymore, and it's like the remnants. And they start studying it, and they find out that like if you imbibe it, or like if you do like a transplant, which I'm not sure what made them go down that path, it can basically make you like heal fast and become healthier and like stronger and all this other stuff. And like yeah. So they start studying this blood from the Sumerian labyrinth, and like sorry, I feel like I'm just talking over the vibes of the game at this point. Info dump. Oh, that was crazy. Oh, dang it. Oh, the run back on this sucks. I should just dodge through. I'm gonna dodge through next time. So yeah, long story long, this college found a really deep cave for an archaeological site, found some blood for some reason, decided to imbibe it for some reason, whatever that means. Let them transform and become like super healthy, but they wanted to study it. Then one of the students is like, oh, this is cool, and he stole the blood and came and started his own church in the city of Yarnum and turned it into what it is today. And that's the Healing Churches. It started by Lawrence, the first vicar. And your hand that is in it is you got sick from some unknown disease, and you're a foreigner that came here to get cured by it, and instead of getting cured directly, some crazy blind guy in a wheelchair who's not Garriman, but it's similar to him, gives you hunter's blood and makes you sign a hunter's contract, which is basically the character creation screen. Just gonna run. I'm not in the mood, guys. Sorry. I am just going to cut to the checkpoint beyond this area, and then backtrack for the items. Oh, the game crashed. Okay. No worries. Oh, the device ran out of memory, huh? I'm gonna turn off one of the audio filters on my I don't think I need it. It's just for room echoes. Back in action. And again, the great thing about Souls games is they constantly save. You can't fart without it saving that. It's cool. We're chill. Don't worry about it. We're good. See, they don't even care. Has anybody told you you're really ugly for a dog? Oh yeah, crazy people. Gotta love it. Yep. This is the place to stock up on Quicksilver bullets. Oops. Dang it. Alright. Back in business. Alright, I might as well go back and level up. Even though I finally got to the area I've been trying to get to for like 4 hours now.
Well, what is it? Very well. Let me stand close.
Yep. Why not more powerful sword? Oh, finally. I should probably repair my weapon. Do that one too. Oh, I forgot to see if this place is in the other area. But yeah, just to explain what I was kind of thinking earlier. If you go down here, there's like a gate. I think past this gate would be where Odin's tower would be. Yeah, it would like have to be. And this, I think, would be like where the astral would be facing the astral clock tower, but instead you just get all these sky pillars. Which okay. Sorry, more info dump. The crow NPCs are hunters of hunters, and it's supposed to be like a reference to Tibetan sky burials, where they put you up on a pillar, and then scavenger birds come and like recycle everything from your body, and it's like supposed to be like a pure reincarnation thing. And like there's a whole lore in this of hunters that when they're killed by the crows, it's supposed to be symbolic of like returning them to the hunter's dream through like a sky burial. I swear I'm not making all this up. Ugh. Oh, I forget the lure for this place. Oh, this is not a good place. I believe they say that even if you don't attack them with the fire attack. Oh, I wonder if I came here too late. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong spot. I'm going backwards.
Do you hear the graveyard murmurs? Then it's almost time. Oh, I can't wait. I just can't wait. Do you hear the graveyard?
Okay. Oh, I can't do that yet. Hey, who are your friends, lady? You just hanging out, huh? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go. Man, I do not know why I can't think of any lore from this area, other than it must have something to do with the Forbidden Woods, which are like people that were kind of here before the college, and like the really old like Yarnamites or citizens of Yarnum. Oh no, this is okay. I think this is where they were producing the antidote, actually. Yeah, this is definitely the where all the crazies live. Oop, stutter there. Oh, what's up, dude? Nice try. Saw it coming. You guys are so predictable. Yep. What I like about these guys is they're called orcs, but they actually, like, they kind of almost have like a not quite gorilla vibe, but like they definitely have like some kind of primate feature to them. It's interesting too because of like in Elden Ring they do mention like how how like the gods taught beasts how to read and write or something like that. And like the mark of them becoming civilized was them developing opposable thumbs. So it's like there's definitely kind of like a look at not quite missing links, but kind of that like liminal space, if you will, between man and beast. That's like not just werewolf, but like they definitely experiment with a lot of different creatures, it seems like. Yeah. Oh, here's that elevator. I don't need to go down there because I was already down there. Well, maybe you should have thought about that beforehand. Hey, I don't appreciate you doing that. Yes, it is fire. Fire hot. Big ouch fire. Oh, I want that. I feel like there should be something else here. There's not a, Oh, why do I feel like I'm missing something? Bloodshot eyeball. That's me right now. That's my eyes. I have something for this. Excuse me? Excuse me? You're excused. I think I'm used to coming here at a later night phase, which there are like, if you do certain major events, it changes the time of night, and it makes enemies like more aggressive, because there's usually a horned werewolf guy here whenever I come through this way, and he's not, and I kind of don't mind. Nice, check out that moon. That is red, and the steam coming off of it. So predictable. I don't know, probably the first time you're like, wow, how did you do that? They do it every time. Oh, dude. Oops. Oh, come on. That just about took me out. Yep. Why would you be like that? Oh, you're rude. I did not appreciate that. Very impolite. Again, I must be thinking of like... I remember there being another enemy there. You know, I'm pretty sure I have to come back here later. Anyway. With the Canehurst summons. Yeah, how I even do that? Oh, thank you. Ooh. No, I don't quite have these guys down yet. this, and do this. Yeah, you do that. Alright, I'm done. No more fooling around. Okay, maybe a little bit more fooling around. Oh, dude. You're killing me, Smalls. Called it. Alright. I think I need to stop trying to parry those guys because of my great sword is plenty powerful enough to kind of overpower them. One second, I'm going to hydrate. Water. Yep. Crazy laugh. I mean, they're really just vibing when you think about it. How would you laugh if this is like where you lived? Probably like that. Yeah, oh, hold on. Is that an item or a lamp? Okay, that's a lamp. Oh, that's an item now. How'd I miss that? Oh, goodbye. Yep, that's me. And true to Dark Souls, you gotta always send the elevator back for your future self, because if you will die. Well, I actually don't want to go this way. Oh well. It's too late, baby, now. Not today, Satan. Oh, he didn't get it. Alright, how about a rematch? See, just overcomplicating things. Because I used to be really good at parrying these guys. Well, who needs to parry when you can dodge? Oops. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Where's this dude in? So throw shit at me sooner. Alright. Got a lake. Water. Alright, we're doing good on healing. And on Quicksilver bullets, you know what I just remembered? I should not have used all my Madman's insight. It's whatever. I can take this boss. I'm good. I don't know if you can see on the upper right hand of the screen where it has 2844, that's my blood echoes. And the number under that is my insight, which you can get by witnessing things, like if you look at a boss, you get insight, or sometimes if something crazy happens, you'll get insight. Oi. Yes, fire. Very big fire. Alright. I want to know what happened here. So yeah, I have to fight one of those for... Well, I don't have to fight them, but... basically my real target is hidden, and those things keep spawning for however many insight I have, which is 26. Aha. Oh, wait, never mind. No. There you are. Oh, I missed. Okay. Second leech. Oops. Dang it, I tried to do a jump attack. And jump attack. Nah, they didn't do crap for damage. I don't need to fight you guys. Did I get her? Nope. Alright. Haha, you're both dead already. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so the trick to that boss is if you kill the first one, the second one just pops up and revives her, and then you have to fight both of them. But if you leave a little bit, the first one, the second one pops up, and then you can take them out before they get a chance to revive the first one. Alright. So, rumor has it this is Carol, but nobody knows for sure. Mostly because Carol invented that workshop tool. And, yeah. It's kind of interesting. A little hole in the roof here. Yeah, considering the gods in this game are kind of like abstract concepts that, like, very much can, like, punch a hole in a wall. Kind of makes you wonder what happened here. Alright, let's head back. Think I want to do Vicar Amelia, but I might save that when I make sure my friend Jay's watching. I think he went to bed, so I might call it good there. Although the next boss is probably one of my favorite. Or not necessarily one of my favorite, but it's a big deal. It's a fan favorite for sure. It's like the first major boss, kinda. So I guess I'll call it good there. Send it off on the moon. And yeah. Hey, have a